Kings and queens, welcome to the mind of abundance. This ain't pockets, this neural wealth. Say it loud. Rich, blue, black, horns rise. Yeah, I'm neuro rich, thinking like a millionaire mind. Faith in my flow, divine in my grind. Every thought deposits blessings on time. Yeah, I'm neuro rich, heaven signed a dotted line. Yeah, I'm neuro rich, I don't chase, I attract. What I think, I become, watch that law of fact. Every neuron plays in every cell intact. Yeah, I'm neuro rich, ain't no looking back. I rewired my brain, now I'm cashing in peace. Thoughts pay tithes, my worries deceased. Used to think small, now I feast like a beast. Faith buffet, open mindset release. Told my mirror you to stock. Affirmation stack in the vault non-stop. Trauma's paid, it no longer talks. Now my neurons moonwalk through divine walks. Cognitive currency, rhythm and belief. Cortex dancing, I'm stacking my peace. Manifest wealth from the synapse streets. Neuro-rich living, divine receipts. Yeah, I'm neuro-rich, thinking like a millionaire mind. Faith in my flow, divine in my grind. Every thought deposits blessings on time. Yeah, I'm neuro-rich, heaven signed a dotted line. Why I'm neuro-rich, I don't chase, I attract. What I think, I become, watch that law of fact. Every neuron plays in every cell intact. Yeah, I'm neuro-rich, ain't no looking back. My cortex glows with bold intent. My joy's divine, not heaven rent. Surrender, not stress, I'm just the seed. God does the growing, I just believe. My brain's a church, thoughts and pews. Choir of neurons preaching truth. Meditate deep, align that vine. I'm rich in grace and spirit's design. It's the mind that's rich, poverty's a program. Change thoughts, shift the plan. Think fruitful, think whole, think free. Your brain is the bank, your thoughts the key. Elevate, elevate. Thinking like a millionaire mind. Faith in my flow, divine in my grind. Every thought deposits blessings on time. Yeah, I'm neuro-rich, heaven signed a dotted line. Well, I'm neuro-rich, I don't chase, I attract. What I think, I become, watch that law of fact. Every neuron prays in every cell intact. Yeah, I'm neuro-rich, ain't no looking back. When I think love, I attract that. When I speak peace, no lack, just stack. I'm not rich cause I got, I'm rich cause I think. A wealthy mind, that cup never shrink.
Thank you. I used to wake up every day thinking God was punishing me. Not teaching me, but punishing me. Because when you've lost your wife, your child, your career, and your peace, it's hard not to believe that life is out to get you. I remember the day I got that last text from her. She said, "I'm sorry for leaving you and our son." And I told her, "You don't owe me an apology. I forgave you a long time ago. It wasn't you, it was the cancer. I love you." That was the last time I heard from her. 2 weeks later, she was gone. You don't walk away from that kind of pain unchanged. You crawl through it. You talk to God one day and the therapist the next. You smile in public and collapse in private. You learn grief, and you learn how grief can sound like gospel when you let God remix your pain into purpose. And that's where affirmations came in for me. Not the cute look in the mirror and smile kind. I'm talking about warfare words spoken like armor. Because the battlefield wasn't out there, it was in my mind. I had to start speaking to myself differently. I am healthy. I am wealthy. I am strong. I am loved. And at first, I didn't believe a word of it. But faith doesn't ask for evidence. It asks for repetition. Every morning, I repeated those words until my voice sounded like healing instead of history. Until my reflection looked like resilience instead of regret. Until I remember I'm still here. See, I used to think changing my mind was about pretending things didn't hurt. It's not. It's about deciding pain doesn't get the final say. I've survived a brain injury, racism, loss, and lies, and somehow God still woke me up today. That means there's still more to learn, more to love, more to live. So when I say change your mind, I mean literally, because if your thoughts can break you, your thoughts can also build you. And I'm building peace like it's my new full-time job. I'm building a mind that agrees with God about who I am, not who the world said I was. Because once I changed my mind, my life followed. And that's the secret most people miss. And you don't need new blessings. Sometimes you just need a new belief system. But look, let me tell you something right now. Your mind is a mansion. It is. It's a mansion. And some of you been renting out rooms to depression, fear, anxiety, and low self-esteem. They've been sitting up in there, eating your peace, drinking your joy, and leaving dirty dishes of doubt in your sink. But today, we evicting every last squatter in the name of divine order, because God didn't give you that big, beautiful brain for it to be a haunted house of negative thoughts. He gave you a penthouse suite for praise. I'm changing the locks. Now say it again with attitude. I'm changing the locks, because you can't live in peace while entertaining poison. Now let me testify for a moment. See, I used to wear a badge on my chest and pain in my heart. I was Sergeant Strong on the outside and Sister Shattered on the inside. I've lost a wife, a child, a career, and a piece of myself along the way. But listen, God has a way of showing you that what breaks you doesn't bury you. I remember the last message my partner ever sent me. She said, I'm sorry for leaving you. And I said, there's nothing to apologize for. I forgave you already. The pain wasn't you, it was the sickness. Now that right there was the moment my mind started to change, because forgiveness is a mental detox. It's not saying what they did was right. It's saying I'm done drinking the poison, hoping they choke on it. And that's when I realized my healing was waiting on my thinking. Listen, you can't pour holy water on a toxic mindset and call it deliverance. Deliverance starts with discipline. Romans 12 says, be transformed by the renewing of your mind, not your wardrobe, not your relationship, not your followers, your mind. Psychology would tell you that every thought you repeat becomes a groove in the brain. And some of y'all been playing the same sad song on repeat since 1998. It's time to scratch that record and play a new tune. Let me explain. The subconscious mind is like a butler. It believes whatever the master of the house says. If you say I'm broke, the mind says, yes ma'am, broke we shall be. If you say I'm blessed, it says right away your prosperity is being prepared. That's why Reverend Ike used to say, it's not your job to make the blessing happen. It's your job to make your mind ready to receive it. So I stopped talking about what hurt me and started declaring what healed me, because I discovered that the tongue is a thermostat, not a thermometer. It doesn't just report the temperature, it sets it. Now we're about to do some mental remodeling right here, right now. Say these with me like you mean it. I am designer of my destiny. I am too blessed to be stressed and too anointed to be disappointed. I am not a victim of my past. I am the product of my persistence. I am worthy of love, joy, and divine overflow. I do not chase what's mine, recognizes my energy. My peace is not for sale and my joy is not on clearance. I release old stories that no longer serve my soul. I am the thinker that thinks the thought that creates the things. I am the thinker that thinks the thought that creates the things. You got to speak it until your subconscious salutes you and says, yes, Captain. Now let me take you to school for a minute. Your brain has what's called a reticular activating system. It filters what you notice. If you keep affirming failure, you'll only see more reasons to fail. But when you affirm abundance, your mind starts scanning the room for opportunities. That's why the scripture says, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. That's not poetic, it's neurological. God built your brain to obey your beliefs. So stop praying for new blessings with the same old programming. It's like downloading a miracle onto a virus-filled hard drive. It keeps crashing. Clean your mental software. Update your spiritual operating system. Install some holy affirmations and watch your life rebuilt into divine order. Now I know some of y'all love to blame everything on the devil. The devil took my job. The devil broke my car. The devil messed up my relationship. No, that was you ignoring your intuition again. Don't make the devil famous for your own bad decisions. The devil is unemployed when your mind is renewed. You don't need deliverance, you need discipline. Stop scrolling negativity. Stop hanging with chaos. Stop thinking small. If your environment doesn't agree with your elevation, it's time to move upstairs. Listen to me, family. Affirmations are not magic spells. They are mental meals. You must feed your mind the truth until your spirit grows strong enough to carry it. Every morning before the world gets loud, tell yourself who you are, not who you were, not who they said you were. Who you really are. Say, I am not broken, I am becoming. I am not late, I am aligned. I am not lost, I am being led. I am not cursed, I am chosen. And when life comes swinging with chaos, confusion, or crisis, don't fight it with fear, fight it with focus. Because the moment you change your mind, the universe changes its response. You'll walk into rooms that used to intimidate you and realize they were waiting for your confidence to arrive. You'll look back at what once hurt you and say, thank you for my training, because pain, beloved, is the tuition for wisdom. So walk tall, think higher, speak better. When people ask how you doing, tell them I'm in the middle of a mental makeover, because the old you thought survival was the goal, but the new you knows peace is the prize. Now raise your hands, square your shoulders, and say this with your chest. I am wealthy in wisdom, rich in peace, and overflowing in divine favor. Say it again until your doubt pats it fast. I am wealthy in wisdom, rich in peace, and overflowing in divine favor. You better believe it, because the mind that believes becomes the life that receives. Now as you go forth, remember you don't need the world to agree with your transformation. All you need is a made-up mind, because when your mind says yes to God's goodness, no demon, diagnosis, or disappointment can say no. So go on and prosper in your thinking, prosper in your loving, prosper in your living, because heaven responds to a renewed mind. And as Reverend used to say, don't wait for pie in the sky when you die. Have your slice now while you're still fly. You are not what you think you are what you keep thinking. You are a walking frequency tower. In the universe, she don't speak English, she speaks energy. She don't respond to your complaints, she responds to your consistency. You say you want peace, but you keep vibrating chaos. You say you want abundance, but you keep affirming lack. And then you wonder why life keeps delivering try again lessons. The universe is never late. You just keep sending her mixed signals, because every word you speak is an order. Every thought is a deposit slip. Every emotion is a tracking number for what's on the way. So when I say change your mind, I'm not saying ignore reality. I'm saying create it. You don't fix your life by forcing conditions to change. You fix your life by changing the conditions inside your mind. You ever notice how when you start the morning mad, the whole day follows that mood? Spill your coffee, hit traffic, miss a call, then you go, see, I knew today was gonna be bad. No, the day didn't start bad. You started broadcasting it. You hit the frequency of frustration, and the universe tuned in like, okay, she's requesting more of that. So the universe is like Amazon. She don't ask if you meant to order it. You click, she ship. And every thought you repeat is a click. Every word you speak is a confirmation email. So you better start placing some better orders, because your mind doesn't care what you believe. It just believes what you care about. You keep saying, I can't take this anymore. So life says, here, take some more. You keep saying, I'm tired of being broke. So life says, stay tired. I'll send more broke energy to match that. You've got to speak what you want, not what you fear. Now I know some of y'all say, but I tried affirmations. They don't work for me. Let me tell you why they don't work. Because you're saying them from the wrong state of being. You can't declare abundance while still rehearsing struggle in your mind. You can't say I am loved while secretly arguing with your reflection. You can't speak peace with the war zone in your thoughts. The affirmation isn't magic, you are. The words are just permission slips for your energy to expand. When I first started affirming, I sounded like a liar to myself. I am healthy. No, I wasn't. I am strong. No, I was tired. I am wealthy. Child, my wallet said where? But I said it anyway, not because it was true yet, but because I wanted to feel what truth would feel like when it got here. You got to practice the vibration before the manifestation. Faith is emotional rehearsal. You ever notice how your feelings talk louder than your mouth? You can say, I'm fine, but your energy will be over there screaming, no, she ain't. See, what if instead of pretending you started tuning? Every thought has a tone. Fear sounds sharp. Doubt sounds heavy, but gratitude hums in perfect pitch. You don't have to jump from depression to euphoria. Just move one vibration higher. Start with something simple. I'm still here. I'm learning. I'm open. I'm breathing. That's how you change your mind, not by dragging it, but by inviting it. And once you start feeling even slightly better, momentum builds. You go from tired to hopeful, from hopeful to peaceful, from peaceful to powerful. And suddenly the same life that looked heavy feels holy. Let's bring the science in for a minute. Your brain's particular activating system decides what you notice. When you focus on pain, it filters for more pain. When you focus on power, it filters for proof. You are literally reprogramming your brain with every affirmation. When you say, I am safe, your nervous system relaxes. When you say, I'm chosen, your body starts aligning its chemistry to that truth. You become a walking frequency of favor. So no affirmations aren't woo-hoo. They are Wi-Fi. They connect your thoughts to your destiny. Let me tell you a new language, the language of energy. Stop saying, I'm trying. That's struggle talk. Say, I'm aligning. Stop saying, one day I'll be happy. That's delay talk. Say, I'm allowing joy right now. Stop saying, I'm waiting on God. God is waiting on you to get out the way, because the moment you match the frequency of what you desire, it has no choice but to appear. It's not about begging, it's about believing. It's not about asking harder, it's about feeling better. When you feel better, you think better. When you think better, you do better. When you do better, you receive better. It's all alignment, not punishment. Let me remind you of what you forgot. You are the mind of God in human form. You are not here to suffer. You are here to select. You're not here to prove yourself. You're here to enjoy yourself. You're not here to chase. You're here to attract. You came to this earth to play with possibility, to test your thoughts in 3D, to create worlds from whispers. And you've been too busy fixing yourself that you forgot you were never broken. You were becoming aware. Your trauma taught you contrast. Your losses taught you value. Your heartbreak taught you truth. And your affirmations are teaching you to rise. Every time you say, I am enough, you're untangling centuries of conditioning. Every time you say, I am worthy, you're rewriting ancestral programming. Every time you say, I am loved, you're returning your soul to its natural vibration. So don't rush your transformation, breathe it. Because when you breathe belief, the whole universe exhales blessings. Now repeat after me slowly, rhythmically, like a heartbeat. I am the calm in my own storm. I am the thinker of my thoughts and the creator of my reality. I am open to new ways of seeing myself. I am no longer addicted to struggle. I am releasing resistance and allowing flow. I am magnetizing miracles. I am aligned with abundance in every form. I am peace. I am purpose. I am power. I am the evidence of divine love expressing itself through me. Say it again with more conviction. I am the vibration of victory. I am joy in motion. I am what I choose to believe, and I choose to believe in my becoming. The old you thought the goal was control. The new you knows the goal is connection. You don't have to force anything. You don't have to beg God for what's already coded in your design. You just have to align with the version of yourself that already has it. Because when your thoughts change, your chemistry changes, your body changes, your money changes, your circle changes, your reality changes. The same mind that made that mess is not the one that's gonna clean it up. You need a renewed one. So when I say change your mind, I mean change your vibration, change your perspective, change your story, because life will always meet you at the level of your expectation, never below it. You can't attract blessings while holding grudges. You can't live in peace while nursing pain. You can't call it faith if you still feel like fear is in charge. Let go. Let God. Let goodness find you. You're not behind schedule. You're right on divine time. You're not being punished. You're being positioned. You're not losing everything. You're making room for better things. Your job is not to figure out how. Your job is to feel the wow. Because every time you feel good, you open a portal to your next miracle. So stop waiting for something to change. You are the change. You are the prayer you've been praying. You are the answer walking around in human form. And when you change your mind, you don't just change your life. You change the frequency of everyone around you. That's real alignment. That's real abundance. That's you remembering God inside of you. So breathe, smile, say thank you, and repeat this final truth. Everything is always working out for me. Say it till your spirit shouts it. Everything is always working out for me. Say it one more time for your ancestors who couldn't. Everything is always working out for me, because it is, because it always has been, because you finally changed your mind enough to see it. And that is where your power lives. If this message lifted your spirit, don't keep that energy to yourself. Share it with someone who needs a reminder of their own power. Drop a comment below and tell me which affirmation hit your soul the hardest. Or type I'm alive if you're claiming your next level right now. Hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on the bell so you don't miss your next dose of faith, focus, and alignment. Let's grow together. One thought, one word, one vibration at a time. And to the MESPs, my emotional support people, you already know. I love you, I appreciate you, and I thank God for you. Lead with love, serve with strength, rest in truth.
Kings and queens, welcome to the mind of abundance. This ain't pockets, this neural wealth. Say it loud. Neural rich, blue, black, orange, red. Yeah, I'm neural rich, thinking like a millionaire mind. Faith in my flow, divine in my grind. Every thought deposits blessings on time. Yeah, I'm neural rich, heaven signed a dotted line. Yeah, I'm neural rich, I don't chase, I attract. What I think, I become, watch that law of fact. Every neuron plays in every cell intact. Yeah, I'm neural rich, ain't no looking back. I rewired my brain, now I'm cashing in peace. Thoughts pay ties, my worries deceased. Used to think small, now I feast like a beast. Faith buffet, open mindset release. Told my mirror you to stop. Affirmation stack in the vault non-stop. Trauma's paid, it no longer talks. Now my neurons moonwalk through divine walks. Cognitive currency, rhythm and belief. Cortex dancing, I'm stacking my peace. Manifest wealth from the synapse streets. Neural rich living, divine receipts. Yeah, I'm neural rich, thinking like a millionaire mind. Faith in my flow, divine in my grind. Every thought deposits blessings on time. Yeah, I'm neural rich, heaven signed a dotted line. Why neural rich? I don't chase, I attract. What I think, I become, watch that law of fact. Every neuron plays in every cell intact. Yeah, I'm neural rich, ain't no looking back. My cortex glows with bold intent. My joy's divine, not heaven rent. Surrender, not stress, I'm just the seed. God does the growing, I just believe. My brain's a church, thoughts and pews. Choir of neurons preaching truth. Meditate deep, align that vine. I'm rich in grace and spirit's design. It's the mind that's rich, poverty's a program. Change thoughts, shift the plan. Think fruitful, think whole, think free. Your brain is the bank, your thoughts the key. Elevate, elevate. Thinking like a millionaire mind. Faith in my flow, divine in my grind. Every thought deposits blessings on time. Yeah, I'm neural rich, heaven signed a dotted line. Well, I'm neural rich, I don't chase, I attract. What I think, I become, watch that law of fact. Every neuron prays in every cell intact. Yeah, I'm neural rich, ain't no looking back. When I think love, I attract that. When I speak peace, no lack, just that. I'm not rich cause I got, I'm rich cause I think. A wealthy mind, that cup never shrink.